end of dawn for the final match, the decider of who goes to the upper brackets or who goes to the playoffs.
Up front now, with the composition that EVOS Legends have, they're going to be able to be mobile on the map rather faster than ONIC Esports right now. But remember, ONIC does have the Farsa with the Wings by Wings to roam in and gank those top or the bottom lane.
And they need to utilize that, right? Again, Farsa is a fast clearing hero. With that Wings by Wings, it adds pressure for the EVOS's composition. And of course, provided the damage, it seems like Kyrie is unstoppable. Apart from that Cho, no one can really catch him.
Tsutsujin, no, are going to get chunked, and who gets the retry on Litho? It's actually going to be Tsutsujin who takes it here. Samuel taken low. Tsutsujin just backing off. And both teams, and actually Taz, who secured the Litho. With this though, I do believe Taz is going to build full damage.
That is a huge possibility, and don't forget guys to get your emotes now because there are so many here. Class, Ente, Kadang, and Beck for RRQ Hoshi. But back to the game, we can see that Taz is trying to limit the movements coming in from Kyrie, but Sans already smelling that out will avoid that situation.
Seems like here, ONIC Esports, they are somehow slowing down their tempo, but I do expect EVOS Legends to play more actively here. With Chow, with Matilda, and as well as Lancelot, you might see an early pickoff, which hasn't happened.
Let's see though. Tsutsujin are going to get chunked there. Kyrie was able to retrieve the creep. And Tsutsujin has a retry as well this time. I don't think he's going to use it though. Kyrie not going to be able to pick that up. Tsutsujin securing the gold buff. Both of these junglers on the Ling and the Lancelot already just having a blast, dueling each other, basically going up against each other. But ONIC Esports don't really have control of the turtle. Kyrie 8 seconds towards his retribution. Jumps in on towards that pit as Pendragon's going to be taken low by the Feather Airstrike. That's going to be the turtle secured by Tsutsujin. First neutral objective over to EVOS.
And not a lot of resources were wasted by EVOS Legends. You see them still up, whereas from the side of ONIC Esports, they've actually allowed EVOS to take it all. So even without all the ultimates popped off, EVOS still able to get this, but the Feather Airstrike, no, the Circling Eagle.
Comes in, Taz as well with Way the Dragon onto Sans. Kyrie helping him out, getting a 1-for-1 trade. And in the top lane, Clover is actually winning out in terms of XP.
Seems like here, Goldaner is quite free here to farm. And after that first turtle, that will be the main agenda for both teams. Seems like frustrating the gold lane, but take a look at that retribution. Kyrie steals it away.
Yeah, both of the junglers have actually opted with the same emblem here, Gani. So very aggressive, a little bit more sustainability when they want to go in for the risky plays. And I gotta say, we're going in for a really good show. Assassin versus Assassin.
You are, definitely. And it seems like here, only 1-1. So both teams, what they're saying is, even though they're on Assassins, they aren't really taking any big plays just yet. They are really setting things up first. Perhaps after the 6 minutes or even the second turtle, then they are going to look for a big fight.
Here though, again, right, both teams not really wanting to commit to anything just yet. And you can understand because there's no neutral objectives that are opened up yet. Nothing spawned in. Kyrie has finished up the Wind Talker though, so that's a little bit more damage. Taz is looking for a play, goes in, but the go away. ICW was placed in. Feather Airstrike as well, popped in by Sans over just to poke Dreams and Taz a little bit to set up for the next objective, which is going to be the turtle that's spawning in.
Not sure if that was too much of a good idea, right? 5 seconds left on the clock for the next turtle, and they're not going to have both of those ultimates, but here we go.
Phantom execution to the backline. Samuel going to be chunked there. That's going to be a knockup coming in. Kyrie onto the backlines as well. Onto Dreams. Has to have the wave, but look at Tsutsujin. Able to dish out so much damage as Kyrie goes in for the damage as well. Tsutsujin running away. Has no mana. CW zoned out by Clover. And EVOS Legends take the victory on that trade.
They also have the map pressure now that they are leading with a 1,000 gold lead. It didn't seem like Boots could have done anything much, but once again, ONIC Esports, they still want to contest this. They still want to go for the setup onto this turtle, even though EVOS Legends keep winning those team fights.
Looking at the rotations here, 5 men is already in the top side, forward side of ONIC Esports, so of course they are going to contest. Meanwhile, EVOS, they are also ready with 5. And it seems like resources-wise, all ultimates are in the board, except for that Tempest of Blade.
Let's see. Both Retributions up as well, but ONIC Esports have the better setups. So Sujin jumps in and he secures the turtle!
Wow.
What a steal by Sutsujin!
That was uncanny. Better setup by ONIC, but still able to fall into the hands of EVOS Legends. And now they really are picking up the tempo. ONIC Esports slowly falling behind, but the preemptive flicker gets done here by Sans to prevent the pickoff happening by Taz.
The mechanics, man, shining through for both of the teams. As in the top side, Clover gets a solo kill on his signature hero. So Jin wants to go for the counter jungle. Kyrie has the retribution. Again, it's going to be the battle as Kyrie is not going to be able to do anything. Instantly locked down by the Cho, taken out as well.
Wow, what a performance from the side of EVOS Legends. Seems like with the items though, nothing too fancy just yet. Clover though is building up 2 more items.
Wings by Wings popped in. Sans going back to the tier 2 turret, but the airstrike popped in, but it's going to be Samo who takes a lot of damage, even taken down by Sutsujin, who is running wild on ONIC Esports. 4-0-1.
Very aggressive, very calculated, and really well done by EVOS Legends right now in the 6th minute. 3,000 gold lead to their name. They have a turtle as well, as they're looking for more on the map. You can see that the mid turret already pressing onto Sans, so denying his rotations as they're looking towards this top side.
CW doesn't have to go away. He will pop it though. There you go. But Clover gets every single weakness point. CW taken out again in that top side.
Very sharp execution there from the side of EVOS Legends. 3v1 there. And it seems like ONIC Esports, they are really behind on rotations. What they need to do is now they need to stay patient, just farm first, focus on perhaps defending the second turret rather than first, and they need to pick their battles.
They really do. They need to be able to decide really well, right? And ONIC Esports decide on trading that top side turret for the bottom side control. CW is not having a good time currently in this game. 2 times he was picked off, but now Kyrie going for his own purple buff, has the retribution. EVOS Legends wants to bait this retribution out, wants to try to steal it possibly against ONIC Esports.
Yeah, that's not good. Ling really needs his purple buff, and now they're actually going to use that as perhaps a distraction to be able to set up for this turtle first. Sutsujin already in the area. Let's see what they can do.
Kaz has the go away. Finch poise popped in by Kyrie as Pendragon is poking him slowly. EVOS don't want to go for this just yet, and that's going to be a kill actually over. Clover way too aggressive, and now it's a disaster. Dream falling down as well to the hands of CW. Tempest Blades popped in by ONIC Esports, by Kyrie. Sutsujin wants to trade it for the turtle. ONIC Esports want to go for a steal, but Sutsujin denies the steal, taking the turtle away.
I don't really think that they wanted to contest that. Did you see the packing coming in from Kyrie? He actually preferred to go into the enemy jungle to take away the blue buff and allow perhaps more pressure on to Sutsujin himself. He is still an assassin, he is still reliant on that blue buff, and that's the route that they're going to take. So they're taking things rather slowly. Another tower into the bottom side as well, and EVOS Legends slowly perhaps losing their grasp.
Very good, solid response here from Kyrie. He does not want business in the turtle area. He looks for a mirror play, an effective one as well, with that purple buff. And ONIC Esports have equalized turret-wise there, and Clover will add 1 more structure to the side of EVOS Legends. ONIC Esports, they are still behind, but EVOS Legends... Sorry, ONIC Esports, they are still behind, but EVOS Legends, they need to be careful. They do not want to lose their control because ONIC Esports, they are a patient team.
They're a patient team, and they're very good at exploiting mistakes and weaknesses, right? You don't want Clover to do that same thing twice, especially coming into the 10th minute of the game. 50 seconds left on the clock for the next Lord to spawn, and you can see ONIC Esports already looking for another pickoff on the board.
This is what they can do right now. Try to isolate EVOS Legends. Clover, though, very smart itemization, right? Knowing that ONIC Esports can split up the map. EVOS Legends Clover goes in for that win of nature. Kyrie, though, he's looking for a play here. Will just be able to dash out with the pinch poise.
Seems like ONIC Esports, they are really playing this one very careful here. EVOS Legends, they are also playing this rather carefully here. They do not want to open unnecessary fights as well. They want to find a good opening. And from here, it's just wave manipulation from both teams.
EVOS Legends need to remember how ONIC Esports play. They like to go with a 1 and 4 situation, and you can see Boots already pressuring that bottom side. It may force Pendragon to deal with it as they are starting to set up for this Lord.
Look at Kyrie though, circling Eagle popped in onto him. Samo gonna get kicked, and that's the crossbow. Tang over onto Kyrie, forcing him to tap the blades. Kyrie getting the Defiant Blades just to sustain a bit, and ONIC Esports again lose out on the neutral objective. EVOS Legends with better control in the river.
Wow. Dance there, Feather Airstrike quite late, and Dreams manages to juke it all out. ONIC Esports, they are denied there to do a contest, and EVOS Legends played a very, very good setup in that Lord area. With this Lord push, they are going to invade all of the jungles from ONIC side. They need to be careful.
They need to be very careful. Taz jumping in again, able to zone the other members away as Kyrie gets the Retribution, takes it. Feather Airstrike popped in over to zone Dreams and Clover, but Taz has the flicker. Doesn't choose to go in just yet, but with that first Lord, it's pretty valuable right now. Kyrie jumped in all the way, able to pick up a shutdown onto Sutsujin out of nowhere, assassinating the enemy assassin. As in the top lane, Clover has shoved it in. They will be able to take down a tier 2 in the mid lane as Boost tries his best to defend.
To be honest, still worth it for EVOS Legends, taking away all those infrastructures away. They are now leading with a 4,000 gold lead almost, and all those lanes are still pushing in towards their favor. Map control definitely for them, as in the 12th minute, we're going to take a sneak peek into the items.
The crucial shutdown though towards Sutsujin. Item-wise, seems like Sutsujin himself built the War Axe, so he opted to build the classic assassin with that War Axe, and to add to that, Malefic Roar is also built, but Melissa, CW, has 3 items here. Berserker Fury, Windtalker, and as well as DHS. So, Esmeralda and as well as Taz needs to be careful when they want to give out information. But of course, Clover has a response where the main items for 1-1 is already in his arsenal. Again, ONIC Esports, they still have a chance to turn this around, but they really need to exploit on the mistakes. EVOS Legends, all they need to do is stay patient and find the right openings.
Look at this, Dreams jumps in with a circling eagle. Boots gonna be chunked. Still has the regeneration. It's just a little poke by EVOS. He's trying to threaten ONIC Esports in their own jungle. But ONIC Esports are still gonna be able to hand over the purple buff to Kyrie. That's a massive resource. But EVOS Legends are freezing the waves really well. They're playing the game with their tempo, and they're forcing ONIC Esports to play their tempo as well.
Which was actually, of course, in the keys to victory here. EVOS Legends, they have matured and repaired their mistakes from last match, from the previous match yesterday. It seems like ONIC Esports, in this current situation, it seems like they are difficult to find a loophole.
And to be honest though, when we took a look into the items before, it seems like the only 2 members from EVOS that are building damage is Clover and Sutsujin, and the rest have opted for that defense. So if ONIC Esports can actually utilize this information, either take down Clover or Sutsujin, they may not have enough damage if they want to go and control these objectives on the board. You can see that both teams are dancing around the next Lord, already enhanced here in the 13th, almost 14th minute. But right now, EVOS Legends, they have the better setup.
And if you take a look just now at the items gone in, Clover is pretty tanky. He has the steel lead plates and he's building towards magic defense, right? So it's going to be very tough for Kyrie to actually look for the assassination onto this marksman. Dreams able to go for the circling eagle, stopping Kyrie in his tracks, and that's another free retribution for Sutsujin. ONIC Esports not able to contest once again.
But if you saw, Boots was actually able to utilize that to their advantage in a way. They were able to get a turret in that top side as Boots is slow pushing those minion waves. And EVOS Legends, they need to be careful with the split push strategy that ONIC Esports are now implementing in the game.
Slight compensation there. The Lord, the second Lord for 1 inner turret. Sure, ONIC Esports, they will not gamble to fight in the Lord. A very wise move, I could say. EVOS Legends, though, with this Lord, they can again take advantage, take more space. But ONIC Esports, you're right. they need to implement the split push strategy, and bot side seems to be target, but now ONIC Esports, they are going to move and defend. Honestly, looking at the gold gap, if ONIC Esports make a mistake, EVOS Legends can end the game.
This is scary, right? All three lanes are going to be pushing. You can see that Esmeralda already pushing in that bottom side. ONIC Esports does have the high ground, however, if it is not cancelled by EVOS Legends.
Right now, it is just going to be a base turret traded in. Paquito, though, Boots, oh no, he's all alone. He's forced to use that flicker, and he might actually be taken down. But Numenon Blast now popped in by Samo, as he's not going to be able to pop it all the way. Kyrie jumps in onto Taz, able to find the kill, jumps all around, and he gets out, jumping again one more time onto Pendragon. ONIC Esports are able to find a kill. Another stun over to Pendragon, who's still able to sustain right now as Boots jumps in once again. CW opening up the bush, noticing that something fishy is going on. One kill for base turret. Ammo going over the stun. Feather Airstrike popped in. Sutsujin able to dodge away with the puncture and the Phantom Execution, giving space for Kyrie to take the purple buff. Once again, this is the counter-attack for ONIC Esports. They have a one-man advantage. Samo has the flicker, goes in for the Pendragon, goes in for the Divine Blades. Kyrie able to zone the members away for the rest of ONIC to take the turret. Clover looking for one more weakness point, but CW melts him down to go away, prevents the Circling Eagle from connecting. Kyrie able to dish out the damage again onto the tanks, putting down the poke, and ONIC Esports are definitely still alive in this game.
Still staying relevant in the game. They are trying to close that gold gap between EVOS Legends, and I gotta say, before that team fight actually begun, I was gonna ask, when have we seen Samo use that Numenon Blast and it actually being able to hit anyone? But I guess that was the setup that they wanted to go for. Unfortunately, Clover was not hit, but still, ONIC Esports was able to capitalize on the situation, taking Clover down. And this is what I mentioned. Without Clover, very difficult for EVOS Legends.
Pendragon all alone, 1v4, 1v5, everything popped. 3 ultimates to take Pendragon down. One-man advantage, and the timing is immaculate by ONIC. They notice that the Lord is going to be spawning. Without the frontliner, EVOS Legends might lose in this Enhanced Lord battle.
A very good decision there. He saw one member quite vulnerable on top side, and they committed to a fight. Real-time win probability by Samsung Galaxy A series is now leaning towards EVOS Legends, but not that much. It means ONIC Esports still has a chance to turn the game around. EVOS Legends, though, they need to reclaim their control by, again, targeting Taz and as well as CW. Let's see.
Taz taken low. It's going to be him flickering out to safety. Kyrie backing, well, going back and forth. Sutsujin able to dodge away from the Numenon Blast. And that's going to be Kyrie picking up a kill onto Taz somehow. And also picking up the Lord. Enhanced Lord this time for ONIC Esports. Whew. They've turned the tides with patience and just being composed.
Resilience as well. ONIC Esports, they aren't backing down from a fight. Last time around, it was almost at a point to a 5,000 deficit. Now they are shaping up to their own gold lead. Take a look at Melissa, already full items. With that DHS once again, combined with that penetration from that Malefic Roar, again, all the tanky members from Esmeralda, Cho, and as well as Matilda, they can't really give out their bodies exposed too much. Because if not, they get bursted down. And remember, Feather Airstrike is always there to add more magic power. ONIC Esports, they are in control. The question now, EVOS lost their momentum. What are they going to do?
That's the question here. 2,000 gold lead, an Enhanced Lord on the top side, marching to the base. ONIC Esports looking for a siege into the inhibitor turret in that mid side. For the airstrike opened up.
Numenon Blast as well. Taz able to use the Chunpu to get out. Very good wave manipulation by ONIC Esports. Phantom Execution, though, onto the back line. Sutsujin caught with a go-away by CW, but look at the falling sun. We're able to find him. Kyrie going to be knocked back into the base. Has the immortality. He bought it last second. He doesn't have time to go for the touch it, but he doesn't need it. He uses the Temper of the Blaze and the Pinch Points to get out. CW caught. Sutsujin not able to take him down. ONIC Esports are able to back off. That timing from Kyrie with the immortality. Those boots jumped in all the way onto Pendragon, losing his life, but it's going to be traded in for Taz. Numenon Blast again. again by Samo. He flickers forward, finding Clover and Pen. Sans has the winner truncheon, able to get out from that position. Sans taken down. Samo with immortality as well. But look who's here. Kyrie comes in, but it's not enough. EVOS have defended.
Oh my God.
1 HP on the base, and it's a wipeout for EVOS.
Can they
Huge
end?
miscalculation for ONIC Esports
They can
there.
end.
Going way too aggressive. You can see that 2 members are still left on the board for EVOS Legends, both of them being the main damage dealers. They're gonna go for the straight push into the mid side. 29 seconds left for Kyrie, the least that we can see. Boots, 12 seconds. Will it be enough for ONIC Esports to
they
defend
can't.
this game?
Oh, I don't think they can end the game. 3 seconds, they might actually be able to. Clover's Inspires
my
coming
God.
out. Phantom Execution into the base.
Boots,
That's
Boots,
gonna
Boots.
be coming in. Boots with the knockout strike. He needs to go for it. He's able to defend for now, but Clover
my
ends
God.
the game. 1 straight push. They defy the odds. They take down ONIC Esports with a team fight in their base.
A massive, massive blunder by ONIC Esports, being way too aggressive, way too overconfident, miscalculating that, giving EVOS Legends that first game on a silver platter.
Was one overcommitment move there